Greetings, bloggers, vloggers, followers, and podders. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty with another edition of this week's vlog. I hope that everybody's having a good week. My week seems to be going better for me, in a better place. I seem to be in a better headspace this week compared to what I've been for a very long time, and that is because I'm discovering more in the journey of self-discovery. So if you've not been knowing the feelings, maybe not the feelings because I've not expressed them as much as I have in years past, and many people do experience them once having that reprieve from COVID, the years of being home and being isolated. It did a whammy on people, including those in the autism community. But part of it was that I didn't want to work anymore. I didn't feel like I needed to get out of the house as much. And as evidenced by the background, I did get out on a Saturday, which was nice to get out and do some of the old activities that I did prior to COVID setting in. It's nice to do those things, but in reality, what more we're focusing on is that I had to learn and maybe discover that the grass is not always greener on the other side. And what I mean by that is you have to understand that you have to live in the moment. You have to be in the here and now. You can't think things are always better, other than where you are. And I had to realize that, and it took a lot for me to realize that. Um, I always said didn't want to work, or I didn't want to, do day programming. And I've been a day program for 18 years. It's been all I known all my life. And yes, there will be a day when I leave, but I had to accept at this moment, this is not the time to leave, not the time to just quit everything and just without a plan, without an understanding, understanding that now and in the here and now that this is, you know, how it is. And all the reason I can say that is because you have to value what you can get in therapy. You have to process these things to think, well, what am I going to lose if I leave? And what am I going to lose? What am I going to benefit? Is it going to work better for me? And it may very well have. But there are benefits and there are risks, and you have to weigh the pros and cons of things. Um, in the present moment, this is what has to be done, and this is the life I have to live. And I had to accept that. And the reason and I had also had to see why I was what I was doing as far as acting out towards others, my anger, my frustration, the reason I was having that anger and frustration towards not wanting to work, or or what was up in the mind of, why am I telling myself that I don't want to work, I don't want to go to day program? Why am I telling myself these things? And yes, some of that is with the anxiety, with the flight mode. Going into flight mode all the time, my brain automatically goes into flight mode a lot. That's my anxiety. With anything, it's you're thinking, well, you're always in that flight mode. You always want to run away from the problems. But in reality, they're not as bad as I picture them to be. And maybe it's just refocusing what my role is in those certain elements of my week, and not focusing on things that are beyond my control, things of that nature, the things I cannot change. Accepting things for what they are is very important. That it's just I have to do it, because if not, it's not going to make me a very well person. It's not going to make me, somebody who I'm going to enjoy, or it's going to make the rest. It's going to set the tone for the day. Yes, it's hard to get down this. It was hard to get out of here in the morning. I will admit that. It was hard to go, get in the van and go. But now it seems to be turning a corner and seems to be having a better mindset going. And I'm not having those Sunday thoughts as of right now, because we are recording this on a Sunday. But I'm not having those Sunday reservations that I always did. I know I want to go. I know I want to be a part of it. It's just something I want to do. There's things I want to do in life. There's things I have to do in life, and right now I do enjoy them. I as much as I want to believe that I don't. I think it comes from a past trauma and a past way of thinking, in a sense that, for most of for not most of my life, but for there was past behaviors that stemmed that, I thought, well, that's because they did that because I had to do something that I didn't want to do, but was was pretty much forced to do, and not everybody knew the whole situation. There's a lot of trauma with that, and it's going to have to be processed, and that's what therapy is for. And hopefully, I'll be able to get through a lot of that in therapy, and maybe understand that right now is I have to live in the here and now. I have to be here and now, and not thinking 10 steps down the road, or just thinking in a way that I actually hate something, but then I don't. And it's like a double-edged sword, do I like it? Do I not like it? But I know I like it right now, and I know what I have to do right now to get through it and understand it and be in the moment and, live in the moment. And that's the key thing. Just living in the key moment and enjoying life and, for what it is in the moment. And I think, maybe if opportunity does knock, maybe it will come. I don't know, and maybe we'll evaluate our position on things, maybe down the road a little bit, and see, when that time comes to review that progress that I'm making, because I am working on goals at day program, and they are helping me greatly, and I need to work on them. I know I need to get, at a certain goal at it by a certain time. And I have a lot of time yet. We're just in the beginning. We're uh, about a quarter, not even a quarter of the way there. And so I realize I have to, do things for me. Um, and that's a big thing. You know, um, it's not easy to admit that you have to do, work and work on things and do the right thing sometimes. You always want to, for me, I always want to run away from problems, but that's not who I really am. When I really want to do things, the things that I want to do, I can do well and I can excel well at them. I can, I can be a very good person and to many, and to have that sense of hopelessness and loneliness that I get when I don't want to when I have these thoughts of not wanting to do anything and just be a home rat and just stay in my house all the time. That's not healthy. I know it will stem a lot of negative behavior. As such, I took a mental health day last week, and that did help clear up a lot of things, and it got me in a better place. But I think I realized that that's only temporary, and that's only, I noticed some of my behaviors coming back to me when I was not being mindful of what I was eating and, doing things that are detrimental to my weight loss. So that kind of, made me understand that this isn't an everyday thing too. I need something in my life all the time to get through life. And, everybody works in their own capacity, and whether work is and day program are for one person or not, that's up to that person to decide. Everybody operates in different ways. For me, I know staying in my house forever is not a good thing. I know that, getting out is very important, and not just being out on my own, but being out, more out with people and being around people is very important. Because that isolation and loneliness is never good. Your thoughts mingle, and they brew up thoughts, and it's not healthy. So yeah, that's just what we're doing this week. We're hoping to have a better week this week, as far as getting out and having a better attitude about starting the day than what we did. Not having that anger, not having that hatred towards others, not showing that hatred towards family. It's all it's all in the mind. It's all in what you think. But now I know I have to do it right now, and for the time being, this is what it has to be, and I hope I can get through it well. I think I'll be okay. I really do. I think I'll be okay. So I want to thank you for listening today. I wanted to keep it short and sweet because I got a lot to do today, and I've had a busy weekend with family and stuff, and I'm finally, getting in a good place again. So I want to thank you again for listening. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dustin's Dynasty, Pinterest and TikTok at Dustin's Dynasty ASD. On the web at dustinsdynastyusa.com. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video. And if you haven't already, tap that notification bell to get more videos. All right. Thank you and have a nice day, everyone. Bye for now.